Good evening. Come on in. Good evening. Come on in. Come on in. Camila, good evening to you. Sheila, good evening to you. Good to see you. Thank you for joining us. Tim Delaney is on. God bless you as well. Minister Chanel is on with us. Good evening. Charlene, good evening to you. Might need my glasses. Tia, good evening to you. Hello. Tam Reed, you have been on fire lately, girl. Good to see you. Who is this? Latricia is on. Good evening. Thank you for joining us, Latricia. Avion, good evening. The fantastic Linda Jones is on. Good evening. Thank you for joining us. Carolyn Scott, good evening. Hello. Charlinda Warner has joined us, so we are happy to have her. Angel Johnson, good evening to you. Gloria, good evening to you as well. And the fabulous Felicia Cuthbert Chapman is in the house. Good to see you. Michelle, all the way from Pooler, Georgia. C. Nicole is on, and she's on time. Like, really, that is great. Good to see you. Jacqueline Grant is on from the Highlands. Good to see you. Tanisha, hey, Tanisha. Georgia, good evening to you. Edwana, hello, good to see you. And Tanisha says it is storming in Rankin. Janet gives me love, and I give her love too. Alexandria says, wish I could have been at the Solidarity Talk. Well, yeah, I'm sorry, but thank you for what you did to help people. So we appreciate that. Becky Jones is on from Charlotte, North Carolina. Good to see you, Becky. And terrific Terry Mobley is on with us. Coach Cassell Bell from Jacksonville, Florida is on with us. Tam, again, I appreciate you. You are talented. Jean, good to see you. Gloria Brown is all on as well. Elizabeth, hello. Good to see you. And I love you, Glenda, too. Let's see. Jerry Grant is watching. Daryl is on with us. Good to see you. Royce, good evening to you. Antoinette, happy Friday. Eloise Dudley, thank you for joining us. Let's see. It's a little different this time. So, the Bishop, the Honorable Jacqueline Gilbert Grant has joined us. So everybody stand. The Bishop is in the room, so we know you all will behave. I was actually on her podcast that will air tomorrow, so that was really cool to be on with the Bishop. Thank you, Bishop, for that opportunity. Dennis, good to see you. Lorraine says it's storming in Jessup. Good to see Molly Lieberman on and her wonderful crowd of young people doing crafts. Ruel Francis, good to see you. Miss Loretta, thank you so much for joining us. Richard Dinkins, my brother, is checking in from Gainesville, Florida. Good to see you. The Honorable Tina Day Broughton, the councilwoman from Pensacola, Florida, is on with us. Good to see you, ma'am. Thank you for joining us. Andrea Hall Houston is on with us. Hello. Rachel says hello. Shirley, good evening to you. Linda Carter says hello, and I'm saying hello back to Linda Carter. Well, I need my glasses. Wait a minute, I can't see. Wait a minute. Let me see real quick. Let me see if I can find some glasses real quick. Because y'all is killing me. All right, there we go. We're better. E. Joyce Paris is on with us as well, and it is good to see our elder statesman Cliff McCurry is on with us, and he says he's all in for us putting in a curfew under 21. I kind of agree. Nia Johnson, good to see you. Thank you for joining us as well. Gloria, good evening to you. Barbara Dolores, thank you. God bless you. And Andrew, Alexandria, you'll be back, and when you come back, we'll get together and we'll do some great stuff together. But thank you for a heart of doing what you did. Thank you so much. Annette, good to see you. Alicia, good evening to you. Thanks for joining us. B. Nicole is on with us. Hello, good to see you. Doris Cornelius is watching, and I see the Ivy Fair might be somewhere around. Terry, please make her behave. And yes, Linda, yes, we Gwinnett Street is open. After 2 years, now you can go across and over the viaduct. So we're excited about that. Good to see Natasha on from Little Rock, Arkansas as well. Good to see Sharonda on. Thank you for joining us. Sarita, good evening to you as well. Shione, good to see you. And Zoomzies is best as well. Zachary is rising right on the agenda tonight. It can be, we can talk about it. Unfortunately, not much we can do about it, but we certainly can talk about it. Sandra Smith. Well, I do want to talk about it. Remind me. Let's see what else. C. Nicole says it's thundering near Henry Street. My big brother Spencer Ellis White III is watching, so good to see you, sir. Francis, good evening to you as well. And I'm watching Terry and Ivy go through this love thing they got going on, so I'll let y'all do it. Brenda Curtis, I love you too, and be safe. Thank you so much. Tam Reeves, I heard I had a date night shirt, so thank you so much for that. Joya Dinkins, hello, good to see you. Catherine Grant, hello, good to see you as well. Ernestine Wells is on with us. Veronica is on with us. Barbara is on with us. Hello, Lanice Lanier, thank you for joining us. Lohman Creative Services and Bernice Lohman doing great work. You can have professional stuff. So, check out Bernice Lohman and she'll tell you how to get it done. Good to see Delandria on from Hinesville, Georgia. Good to see you. Anissa is saying hello from Carver Village. And yes, go to Gwinnett Street and go east, young lady. Go over that viaduct and you'll see how wonderful it is. B. Michelle Robbins is on with us. Good to see Andre Patterson on. Thank you so much. Lenora, hello. Good to see you. Bradley is on. Joyce Overton is on. Good to see you as well. Ivania. Ivania says, I'm going through now. Hold on. God is with you. Thank you as well. Michelle says it's storming in Pula. And Patricia Swift says hello. And good to see my sister, great councilwoman, the Honorable Linda Wilder Bryant from Savannah's 3rd District on with us. Always good to see her. Kiki is on with us. Hello as well. Jackie Merriweather is on. Sharon is on with us. Good evening to you. Shanna is on with us. Thank you so much for joining us. And we'll go ahead and get into it if it is Friday. If it's Friday anywhere in the world. Hey, Margie, if it's Friday anywhere in the world and it's between 8 and 9 o'clock or so in Savannah and you are keeping the faith and following the science, then you are with us. So good to see you. Good to see Michelle and Bill. They had dinner together. So I'm glad that y'all had dinner together and now y'all hanging out with me. So thank you so much for that. Again, it's Friday. And so that means that we have made it through another week of trials and tribulations. We've made it through another week of challenges. We've made it through another week of highs and lows. We've made it through another week of good and bad times. We made it through another week of consternation and bad news, but we have made it through another week triumphantly, and we are still together. So thank you so much for joining us. Well, obviously, you can tell that I'm on location somewhere. And I am. I'm at a wedding, and they're turning up. I was sitting there eating my steak. My cousin got married. I was eating my steak, and I was sitting there, and I'm eating my steak, and I'm like, whoop, I gotta go. So the folks here were nice enough to let me use their office, and if you could look, you can see their beautiful office where they are, and this I believe is week number 121. 122? Is it 122 or 121? I don't know. I thought it was 121. But maybe it's 122. When I'm not in town, it's hard for me to keep up. But it's either week number 121 or week number 122. We are together again, and we thank God for the opportunity just being together. So we thank you all for being with us. A couple of things we want you to do before we get into it. A couple of things we want you to do. We want you to like the page. Like Mayor Johnson SAV. We want you to follow the page. So therefore, when something goes down, and again, I told you all, I'm not the one where I get on here all the time just to get on. If I get on, I'm getting on for a reason. Good to see you, Ethel, from the Highlands. Make sure you take cover. I'm not that type of dude. Okay? Kiki, I understand that weddings are fun, but I got to be with my people. I mean, this is what we do. This is what we do every Friday. And I'm sorry. I was in Germany and it was 3 o'clock in the morning there? I had to be with my folk. And so although I enjoyed it, they started the wedding at 5 o'clock and they had the cocktail hour and they doing all that kind of stuff. I'm not going to be able to catch the car to see Nicole because I'm in here with y'all. So I'm sorry, I'm not going to catch the Garter. I'm sure my mother will want me to catch the Garter. I probably would like to catch the Garter. But I'm not going to catch it today. Anyway, so a beautiful place. For those of you that are interested, it's in New York, so just wanted to let you know that as well. But wonderful, beautiful place, excellent service. Good to see you, Cynthia. Thank you so much for joining us as well. And Ernestine said I need to let my hair down. I have let my hair down, and you see what happened. I let it down, and it did not come back. But anyway, we are together, and they let me have this office so that I could be with you all in this space, and so I appreciate them allowing us to do that. So Camila says she wants me to catch the Garter too. So I mean, y'all not gonna let me go early. So Keith Kimball is on. Hey, good to see Sister Luana Tillman. You're not going to let me go early, so maybe we'll see. We'll see. But I mean, if I change the day, Ernestine, then it's not really Friday Night Live. It's like Thursday Night Live or Saturday Night Live. It is not as fun. So we'll figure it all out. But anyway, I wanted to be with you all. So that's where we are. So anyway, I want you to like the page. Like the page, like the page. Second thing we want you to share. We are not selfish with our love. Share this video. Share this message. Share this time. Again, we've been doing this for 122 weeks, 121 weeks. Hey, Tanisha, good to see you. And I'll talk about that in a minute. Good to see Aunt Ollie on with us. Good to see LaDonna Clark on. Thank you so much. But anyway, so we do that. And then, what else I want you to do? I want you to do what we do every week. And I talked to Tara the end of last week, and she wants to come on. She has felt your thoughts and your prayers, and she says she wants to come on. So maybe next week we will have our girl Tara on with us. Good to see. Let me see. Wait a minute. How I got dark all of a sudden? There we go. Wait, there we go. I got dark. All right, there we go. So we appreciate that. Rockin' Robin is on with us all the way from Kansas City, Missouri. Good to see her as well. And we are sending big shouts out to Ashley O'Brien, who has retired from the Chatham-Savannah Citizen Advocacy. Ashley is one of the true unsung heroes in our community, loving those people who have left unloved. And so congratulations to you. We're so happy and so excited for you on your retirement. So anyway, Catherine Grant, thank you so much. I appreciate you. And we're sending out love to Keith Kimball's dad. 85 years tomorrow, 85 years young. So happy birthday to Keith's dad, and we appreciate that. Tam, if I leave, you ain't gonna write no poem on me. So, but thank y'all. Sending love for Tara. We're gonna get Tara on very, very soon. So good to see the Honorable Gabrielle Nelson again doing outstanding things at Port Wentworth. She's having an event. I think it's tomorrow. So go ahead and push that. Julie, yes, Gwinnett Street is open after 2 years. But you will see that we are not going down anymore. We are coming up to the deluxe apartment in the sky. We are now going over the canal rather than going through the canal. So very happy to see that. Good to see Marsha Lieberman is on with us as well. And let me see. And see, Nicole, you will see Tara. That will be happening sooner than you think. So stand by. You will be meeting Tara probably next week. Good to see Pastor Thurman Neal Tillman. And yes, tonight there's midnight basketball going on in our community. I want to thank Savannah Youth City and the ministers in our community that have gotten together to help make this happen for our young people. We know if they're occupied, they can't get in any trouble. So thank you so much for that. We appreciate it. I also saw the Honorable Kendra Leola Rowe. Kendra Leola Rowe from Brunswick, Georgia. She's the city commissioner. Good to see you. And so we appreciate the Honorable Rowe being on with us as well. Good to see Joyce Overton. Thank you so much. I am doing my best to stay strong because I'm Savannah strong. So let's let me look. Jeff Warner, good to see you. Thank you. Barbara Kaufman is on with us as well. And Tanya, we're sorry you lost your dad, and I'm sorry you did not show him our city, but you're in our thoughts and prayers. And Billy is not feeling well tonight. He's super tired. So sending our love to him. And Michael White is 60 years old. Wow. I've known Mike most of my life. So, 60 years old. Wow. Let's see. To the Flossie Posse, good to see the Flossie Posse on with us. This is a group of female superheroes that just do all kinds of amazing stuff. They just major in being amazing. Let's see. Okay, thank you. It is the Honorable Nelson just said the Heart Festival, Back to School Edition, tomorrow from 11 to 3 at the Port Wentworth City Hall, rain or shine. They are going to be about it. Tomorrow, the Heart Festival, Back to School Edition at the Port Wentworth City Hall for those of you in Port Wentworth. Hello to Annette's daughter, Brittany, and happy 29th birthday as well. Dr. Vita Francois, good to see you. Thank you so much for joining us. So, some things we need to talk about. And so I will go ahead and I will kick into this right away. First of all, let's be real clear. I'm not resigning. So last Saturday, some folks decided, all 6 of them, that they were going to march. People from South Carolina that used local people to say that they wanted me to resign because an officer shot somebody. And I thought it was horrible that that people who call themselves clergy, people who call themselves people of God, they say if you have a problem, an ought with, hey Lily, good to see you. If you have an ought with somebody, you go to that person. No, they didn't go to. They had a march on Saturday to City Hall where nobody was, and then are going to demand for me to resign. That is not going to happen. I'm not going anywhere. The reality is that unfortunately you use what this family is going through. You use their pain to be able to further your own cause. And the fact of the matter is that yes, we've had 5 officer-involved shootings in this year, and it is extremely unfortunate. I didn't pull a trigger, number one. Number two, you only march when it involves black people. And number 3, where are you when we have shootings all over the place? Yesterday we had 2 of them. I was at one over on Robinson Circle. A young man lost his life. We're still trying to figure out what was going on. And then we had one over on the east side. Y'all weren't marching then? Why are y'all not marching when it's black people shooting black people? We have to change our method and level of thinking. You know, the problem is that you're not dealing what the real cause of this. And the fact of the matter is A, if we didn't have so many illegal guns in the street, why don't you march about that? Why don't you march about the 110 stolen guns from Savannah streets? Why don't you talk about the 100 guns that were stolen from unmarked cars? If you want to march about something, why don't you march to ask mothers of 15 and 16-year-olds who are out all times of night out there with guns? Why don't you march about that? If you're going to march about something, why don't you march to tell our brothers and our sisters that, you know what, you can walk away? If you're clergy like you say you are, why don't we preach love and why don't we preach being in the moment with people? No, you want to come and further your South Carolina clause. South Carolina has its own problems. They have their own problems. And so every time we have a police-involved shooting involving a black man, you come over here. I know I'm black. And you know what? It is horrible. But see, what you don't realize is, see, you use members of the family. I mean, I didn't talk to no uncle. I talked to the daddy from Germany. Within a little over an hour after it happened, I talked to the sister with the mother right there when it happened. And then you want to sit down here and use up people. Savannah is not falling for that okie doke. We got this. As I said before, the reality is this, and be very, very clear about this, is that when the GBI finishes their investigation, because we don't investigate ourselves, when the GBI investigates, wherever the chips fall is where they will fall. If the officer was justified, then we're going to support that officer. If the officer was wrong, then he will have to face the consequences for what they do. And I just hate it that you turn around and you use people here locally who don't know better. Don't understand that we've been doing reform before reform even became. Some of y'all remember. You remember that hot day, was it in May of 2020 when we were all standing at Savannah City Hall with George Floyd? Where were y'all then? You remember that day that we started the Savannah Cares Task Force, Citizens Accountability and Review of Emergency Services. You remember that. You remember when we appointed 20 community members to include people who were involved with criminal justice system. We had ministers involved. We had all these folks right there engaged and involved. And they came up with not only the 8 Can't Wait program, in which we took 8 steps of reform, they came up with 12 additional steps. And because of that, reform in Savannah means we don't wear battle dress uniforms unless we're serving actively on a SWAT team. We don't shoot warning shots. We have a duty to provide de-escalation training. See, that's what reform is. Reform for us is that we started our behavioral health unit, in which we send social workers and mental health professionals to events involving people so that police officers don't have to get involved. That's reform. We started the real Savannah, racial equity and leadership. Savannah, to be able to look at disparities in the criminal justice system, to look at what was called disproportionate minority contact in the criminal justice system so that we could do better. And we did that 2 years before you even came across that bridge. Go back across that bridge, and why don't you bloom where you're planted? And let Savannahans work on the issues that we're working on. So, you came here with that. You came for me, and so you wanted my response, and that it is. I'm not resigning. I'm on this wall, and I can't come down. I'm not coming down. We're going to continue to work. We're going to get up every day and continue to put on our uniform and get out in the field. When there are people victimized, I'm still going to be there. When there are young people gathering, I'm still going to be there. If you want to help, get on the team and help fight instead of standing in the stands criticizing something you know nothing about. There is elevated gun violence across our country. and certainly across our state. And Savannah is not the worst in the state. Matter of fact, we away from that. Do you think we like sitting there every time you turn around, I get a phone call in the middle of the night, there's another shooting? Come on, man. Come on. And all you care about is, well, when black people are shot? Nah. We're going to continue to work until nobody is shot. And so if you want to use your precious time, because time is the most precious commodity that you have, then use it in a much more constructive way. We have clergy, over 250 clergy that we work with called Savannah Faith on a regular basis. Good to see you, Miss Julia. I hope you're doing all right. 250 clergy, and guess what? None of y'all, nary one of y'all are a part of them. Which shows that you're not interested in being part of construction. These ministers, these clergy members, these rabbis, these imams, these temple leaders work with us to be able to make Savannah a better place. And you say that you clergy, but you're not a part of that. When our own clergy here don't even know who you are. Show me where your congregation is. Show me where your flock is. Show me where your ministry is. And then show me what you are doing to help make the situation better. Right now, we need people on the field to be able to make things happen. And make it happen for it better. Right now, you know, we do have laws here in Georgia that allow people to have guns basically anywhere. And so they show up everywhere. 2 17-year-olds, 4:30 in the morning, and getting shot. Come on, y'all. Christy, good to see you. But you sitting here worrying about that. Though, let's talk about where these young people are. You want to march over here and let's help me get some of these young people and talk life to them. Talk peace to them. Speak hope to them. If you want to do something. Come find out about these young people's goals and dreams or aspirations. Do like I did. Say, here, give me the gun. How much money do you want? Come on, man. Come on. So, I'm sorry for going there. But, you got your little news moment. But people see you for who you are. And people see that, you're not helping. And so, don't come for Savannah. Don't come for us. You be in South Carolina and let us handle Savannah. We got Savannah. South Carolina got some places that are a little worse than Savannah. But anyway, moving on. So I wanted to talk about that. And yes, COVID is back up. Our numbers are back up again. It is, the numbers are back up. And we think it's 6 to 7 times more than what we think it is. Okay? And so that is why I have my mask on, because COVID is back up. And I am asking all of you to help us to keep ourselves safe. And so I'm asking you to do me a favor and let's get back with the mask, okay? We will probably have some type of something going back on, particularly in city buildings. This is a very, 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 very contageous version of the illness, and so I want to make sure, at least for our date night family, that you are wearing your mask. So please, ma'ams and sirs, go ahead and let's wear our mask, okay? When I'm not around folk, I don't know, like I'm up here in this wedding, they say, hey, how you doing? You the man, right? I'm like, I sure am. I had to go my eyes and everything. We sitting here like this. I'm like, how you doing? You good? Ivy, we're not really talking to you today. You didn't keep your word. But anyway, we're going to talk a little bit about COVID. So we talk about COVID. So yeah, we've had a couple of gun violence incidents again. The same type of ingredients. You have people who have issues with each other, and they have issues with each other, and then you have a gun, and then you have some issues. I wanted to shout out Miss Julia Carter. She lost her husband, so I think this might be her first time being back. So I wanted to send some love to her. Thank you so much as well. And let me see. Ernestine is trying to change the date of date night. Tiffany says Savannah needs an amusement park. The city doesn't do that. So ultimately, it would have to be an investor to be able to do that. So, but nonetheless, let's see. What else I want to talk about? Oh, so we are in the midst of what's called loss negotiations, LOST. That's the local option sales tax. And so every 10 years, we get into a very strong dialogue with Chatham County because we have to break up, or we have to divide the money that comes to, hey Ed, good to see you, the money that comes to Savannah, Chatham County, and other 7 municipalities. And so historically, we have the municipalities here. You have Tybee, Thunderbolt, Savannah, Garden City, Pooler, Port Wentworth, and Bloomingdale, and Vernon. We have most of the people, so we feel we should get most of the money. We have most of the people, we're paying most of the taxes, we generate most of the business, we generate most of the point of sale, we have most of the hotels. So we think that the cities, based on population, should have a proportionate share of housing. And so that has been what the challenge has been for us. And so the county has said, for example, that they wanted 50% of these funds, and that ain't gonna happen. And so the chairman has threatened that if it didn't if he didn't get 50%, that loss would go away. They wouldn't agree to it, which would mean then that we would have to raise taxes to 9 mills, which is to 21 mills, which is millions of dollars that we would have to pay as taxpayers. And that's just, it doesn't make sense. And so the city of Savannah, along with our municipalities, if you live in a municipality, we're going to fight to make sure that it remains where it is, because the fact is we use laws to help stabilize our taxes. You need to know, and I'm sure Alderwoman Wilder Bryan has said, we're excited because in Savannah we are planning on Thursday to reduce the taxes to the lowest they have been in Savannah in 35 years. That the city of Savannah property tax would be the lowest. Good to see Terry White on 35 years. And so, that's why we're doing this. And so that's what the issue is. And so, we're going to continue to be, we'll continue to make this case before the county. Ed asked about, now that the arena is finished, is there more attention to Carver Village? There's always been attention to Carver Village. Gwinnett Street, the opening of Gwinnett Street favors Carver Village. The widening of Stiles Avenue favors Carver Village. It was done in concert with the arena opening, but the fact is we don't have events every day in the arena. We don't have events most days in the arena. So the residents of Carver Village will not only benefit from expanded traffic at Stiles and Gwinnett, they will now benefit from a larger canal, larger Springfield Canal, which will let more water run through, which means less flooding. So that's a good thing for Carver Village. Good to see Tabitha on as well. And I think the other thing is that, for this arena now, you have people where you're looking at a beautiful arena. You're not looking at trash trucks as people have looked at for 40 years. They looked at trash trucks in the front of their neighborhood. They looked at cement trucks for 40 years. And so what we have been able to do is to now, really give them the gateway, and this only gets better. We've already opened up 900 parking spaces. We're starting to open up the next 900 to 1,000 parking spaces. So what that means is that, more parking, less congestion. People can get on from Gwinnett Street right into parking. So I think that is the exciting thing about that. So wanted to throw that out there. So, hey, Fee, good to see you. So I wanted to talk about that. So I'm excited about it. We opened it up today. And so Leonard was raised on Gwinnett Street, and you'll see it is a much, much better. Y'all remember when Gwinnett Street, some of y'all remember when it used to flood. Hey, Miss Julia, thank you so much. We love Joseph Carter. I had known Joseph Carter most of my life. And he was an awesome man, a gentle giant. And I know he loved him some Miss Carter. I know that. And he loved his children. And, and we're with you. Your date night family is with you. So I'm going to go ahead and give you some love for that. Thank you so much. Robin, we're finding more entertainment. I mean, it's getting better. Good to see Renee Grant on. Since I'm at this wedding, Tiffany wants to know about an outdoor arena. Well, there will be an outdoor amphitheater, outdoor entertainment space. Right now, actually, the city, right at the Plant Riverside District, that's a city park, and it's an outdoor performance space. So, we have things happening over there as well. So if there are any questions or anything I can answer, let me know. I'm at these people's wedding. Kiki, we need a water park. I'm not sure we really need a water park. We just need one nearby. Ed Beatty, I do want to say the Johnny Mercer Theater. There are no opportunities for a Martin Shopping Center, to be honest with you, the arena district is not the best and highest use for that. We'll figure that out. But I mean, the fact is, the amenities that will be there benefit the folks of Carver Village the best because they'll be there every day. We're still trying to build that out. Let's see. Linda, yes, we do need housing that's affordable, and we're doing what we can. Good to see Regina Young. Thank you for joining us. Ty says minimum wage needs to increase. I agree. But that's the state. And so we got to hold the state accountable. Do you know that the minimum wage in Georgia is like $5.50 an hour? $5.50 an hour. $5.50 an hour. And the only reason we have what's called the prevailing federal wage, and that is the reason why we pay the higher wage, but the minimum wage in Georgia, and they refuse to raise it. In Savannah, for city Savannah employees, we promised this on our campaign, and by the third year, and January 1st of the third year, we raised city wages minimum $15 an hour. So we've done that, and minimum wage is actually going up now because people are having problems finding people. So just want to let you know that. Let's see. Good to see Katina on as well. Good to see Treen on. See, Lala, I mean, people say a water park, but then they're very hard to maintain. And what ends up happening is people come from other places to sustain it. So they had one in Pool, and just people weren't coming to it. Jerry wants to know the children will be going back in school. Do I think the mask mandate will be put back in place? I don't think so. I mean, I don't know, but I don't think so. Can truckers get a bigger truck stop for parking, please? That the city would not provide parking for truckers. There'll have to be an entrepreneur that would have to purchase that. I mean, the city's role is not our role, Tiffany, to provide parking for truckers. Somebody is going to have to buy the land and provide the parking for truckers. We have trucking spaces. It's just not downtown. Tiffany says rent needs to be $5.50 an hour. That would be $5.50 a month. That would be really nice. Linda Wilder Bryan is having a job fair from 9 to 1 on the 30th of July. I plan to be there supporting her. Let's see. Michelle's telling me go have fun at the wedding as well. And remember, tomorrow I'm on Bishop Jacqueline Gilbert's Grant's podcast, The Takeaway. I think it's 11 o'clock. So Bishop, if you could put that in there. We had a great conversation. So come on and check out the Bishop. I was on her podcast. Zane, is Savannah experiencing a teacher shortage like the rest of the country? Yes, we are. As a matter of fact, I think we have well over 100 students, 100 teachers from Jamaica, from India, and around the country that we're bringing here to help with our teacher shortage. And we bring SPD and our communities together daily. We are together every day and every single day. We're doing something. We're out engaged. People talk about when things go bad. There are thousands, literally, of interaction between police and community that go well. Now, obviously, we don't want it to be where we want everyone to go right. Sometimes they don't, but we try. Norda, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Norda is right. We should protest against all shootings. Let's see. Somebody wanted to know about the county manager. I don't work for Chatham County anymore, so I don't know anything beyond what the news reported. Let's see. Todd says Section 8 housing is opening up Monday, 7:25, 8 a.m. to 7:26. So Ty, if you could send me that information, inbox me, I'll post it. Tiffany wants to open up a lot for truck parking. All you do is find your realtor. And they'll help you find land that can be properly zoned. Okay. Bishop Grant says, what's the Takeaway podcast at 11:30 a.m.? Could you put a link in there so that we can make sure we get everybody to it? 11:30. Sharonda, where's the job fair? It's over on the east side. Linda, put that information up. Okay. Let's see. Terry, did you go back to work? I didn't know whether you went back to work or not. But anyway. So, anything else we want to talk about? I'm going to go get at least one electric slide in before, it's a wedding. So, you got to get one in. Slide to the left. Slide to the right. Crisscross. Crisscross. Chop, real smooth. So, I got to get at least one in. It's a wedding. You got to go ahead and do it. So we want to go ahead and do it. They break it down the dance floor. No, I know I'm not missing the last dance, but I had to come in here with y'all. I had to come and be with you all. I had to come and hang out with my folks. So. Tiffany, they got an open bar. So it'll be pretty lit in here for a while. as they have their open bar. So, but let me see. That's right. Linda, Earlene Davis of the Housing Authority lost her sister, was funeralized last week. So we send our love to Earlene Davis. Good to see the good to see the legend himself, Tyrone Hollywood Brown, on with us. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I was not going to let anybody get in the way of us. I'm sorry. I'm gonna slide to the left. I'm gonna slide to the right. I'm gonna crisscross. Tyrell. I'm gonna do that one. Hey, Pastor Lowe, good to see you, sir. Good to see you. So I'm gonna do that one, and I'm gonna do. I might do the Chucky baby. I might do that one, and I might do the other one. It's about 3 or 4 I'm gonna do. So slide to the left, slide to the right. You know, the one you do, I'm gonna get all those in. It's a wedding. You have to do it. But I will promise you this. I will be doing it with my mask on. And we need to be doing that as well. So, again, I love you all. Appreciate you all. Matsu Tov as well. Thank you so much for your love. Thank you so much for your support. And, you know, we're not quitters in Savannah. We're not going to quit on our city. We're not going to quit our young people. We're not going to quit on the fight. We're going to get up every day and we're going to continue to work every single day until we don't have gun violence in our city. We're going to continue to work every single day to every individual that has killed somebody is caught. We're going to work every single day till people that they recognize that they don't want to do right in our community, that they go find somewhere else to live. We're going to work every single day. We're not quitters, and I'm not quitting. So, sorry to disappoint you. I'm not going anywhere. We're going to keep serving together. We'll see you next week. God bless. Have a good one. Slide to the left.